live, laugh.
How's it going, everybody? My name is Daniel.
And I'm Christian.
And we are joined by the young OG. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
There we go. This is so exciting, dude. From a fan perspective, you're always doing the craziest crap, and I am here for it.
Yeah, man. Got to, bro. Got to.
Yeah, our first time we ever saw you was at Showdown in the Carolinas. And you early on you had the injury, and next thing you know, you're just jumping off of the balcony. So it kind of set the tone of what you're going to get with the Jay Malachi match from moving forward. But we appreciate you talking to us. Before we get started, where can everybody find you on social media? Do you have anything you want to talk about before we get started?
Usually everything is OG JayMalachi.
Okay.
That's on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. You can find me on Facebook like that too. And yeah, that's on YouTube. Just look up JayMalachi.
Yeah,
real fun.
There we go. So the goal of this is to kind of get to know the you behind the you, and kind of get your wrestling story, how you got into it, and all the things we briefly brought up, that you like jumping off things. Is that always your idea?
I mean, I think jumping is one of my special abilities. So it's like whenever I find something, I gotta think of something like different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's somebody doing that's that I can do? You know what I'm saying? So once I find that, it's like, all right, now I gotta outwork them. I gotta do something that they're not doing. So
when you walk into a venue, are you instantly looking for a ledge and being like, okay, I could maybe do that? And at that point, are you just pitching ideas? Are guys being like, hey, I think maybe you could jump off that? Like, is that put together just completely on the fly?
So usually I walk in. When I walk in, cause I gotta like scout around.
Yeah.
And then I'll just look. If I see something, I'll go to the boss man. I'll be like, hey man, I see this balcony up here. And last show I didn't jump off something. So, what we thinking? And if they give me the go, depending on how I feel.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Has there ever been a jump that either you said no or they said no to?
Yeah, there was. There was one show I was in a 4-way. It was me, Bojack, Yo-Ya, and Oliver Sawyer and DVW. And the venue, it was dope. But I'm pretty sure y'all saw a clip, but I climbed up like a pole and then jumped off.
I think one of those clips was our clip.
Yeah.
Good show.
But the original plan was it was like a roof inside the building.
Yeah.
And before the show, I was climbing up, and it was like mad dusty up there, so it was slippery. So when I got up there, I was like, damn, slippery. Let me get some paper towels. So I started wiping it down with paper towels. I got up there, and then of course, they was like, yeah, man, hey, if you feel comfortable, do it. We're down for it as long as you feel comfortable. And I was like, all right. And then, my uncle JD Drake, he was like, hell nah, that's not safe. I was like, all right, well, I gotta find something. And so he picked out the pole, and I was like, well, I'll do the pole. But yeah, the original plan was the roof. Like I was going, that was that might have me go trending a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
To know that JD Drake is the angel on everybody's shoulders. It's like, nah, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Awesome. So you're at the point where you're everywhere. You just coming back from WrestleMania weekend where you had a few matches, which is awesome, and we'll talk about that later. But where does wrestling start for you? When did you first get introduced to wrestling?
Well, I've been watching wrestling since I was like a young kid, like 80. I always started watching wrestling. It was always something on my mind. I think the moment I wanted to be a wrestler was I saw a segment between it was when Triple H and Sheamus was beefing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if y'all remember it, but Triple H, he like gave Sheamus a pedigree through the announcer table.
Uh-huh.
I think it was like 2000 and I want to say like 11. It was either
Yeah,
11 or 10.
around there.
Yeah. And he gave him a pedigree through a table. I remember watching that. I was like, yeah. Yeah, this might be for me, for real.
Yeah.
And I was young, just watching a sport that I probably shouldn't have been watching at the time.
Yeah, I think that's everybody though.
Yeah.
Around that time, how old were you at that point?
Let's see. I was born in 2004. Let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, like 7, 8.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's probably one of the funnest part about doing these interviews. And it hit me when we interviewed Manny that like, and maybe I just feel old now, like me at 27, which is not old, but like,
Yeah, when
you
you
think
hear 04, like yeah.
like
just
because I remember watching that as a fan. Like I think I was in high school.
Yeah.
Like I was a freshman in high school, and I remember watching that. So it's crazy that these things from that long ago to me is like the prime memory for you guys, which is awesome. Like I fully get it.
Yeah, man.
Was like Triple H one of the guys that you were attracted to, or who are some of the guys that like you latched onto?
Of course, John Cena. My mom likes Cena,
Yeah.
so once she likes Cena, of course I was, being a little bandwagon. But yeah, Cena, Jeff Hardy. I've always loved Jeff Hardy. Like that's, I think that's where I get my crazy shit from.
Yeah, I think it would be weird if you did Jeff Hardy. Like,
yeah, man, love Jeff Hardy. CM Punk. And that's really it. Like at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Crime Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Loved Crime Tom. Loved him. Like I was
they're so underrated.
Going crazy.
Yeah. Like we got to see them at WrestleCade versus I think the Dawsons, but like they should have gotten a huge push. Like,
yeah.
It's crazy that they didn't. And even when they broke up, that they didn't just like Chad, they just didn't trust either guy after they broke. I'm just like, come on, these guys they're so good.
For real, that was most definitely underrated.
And now JTG like is this like kind of like scary dude, like just out there beating the shit out of people, which is awesome.
And he just one big ass dude, bro. For real.
Man.
Especially now, like he'll walk up to you, "What's up, man?" No, damn, like
yeah.
Like what's good, bro?
That's awesome.
So jumping ahead a little bit, what was the point for you where you wanted to train? What does that look like? Who are you reaching out to? And was there a moment that, because you knew in 2011 that like, hey, I think I want to do this, and then you're an adult and you're like, okay, let's do this. Like, what made that moment happen for you? And kind of walk us through that.
All right. So if you don't know, I started training at 13.
Wow.
Yeah. I had an opportunity. I went to a Firestar Pro Wrestling show called at the time it was called Zone 1.
Mm-hmm.
I went in there at the time. I think I was like 12. I walked in and I saw I saw a show. Of course, I'm popping for everything.
Yeah.
This is my first show, and I'm like right here. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm watching the show. Good show. After the show, I went up to LeBron Cozone, which is the owner. I went up to him, and I'm just talking. To him, and the dude I went with, my boy Reggie, he put me on because he was a wrestler at the time too. So we're talking to him, and I'm like, I want to train, like I want to be a wrestler. And Cozy says, well, you gotta wait till you're 16. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm counting down my days for real. Yeah. So I hit 13, and I'm still doing, of course, school sports and stuff like that. And Reggie told me that a boy named Jackson Drake was training, And I'm like, all right, how old is he? 13. So I'm like, okay. So I hit up one of the wrestlers I was wrestling at Firestar at the time, and he said, yeah, bro, just come through. So I got out of school, and I told my dad, I was like, hey, I'm sorry, I told my mom, I was like, hey, I want to wrestle. She was like, all right. She thought I was playing.
Mhm.
She took me there, and my small, skinny little self walked in there, thought I was the big dog in campus already. You know what I'm saying? And ever since then, like it's just been a dream come true.
Yeah, you and Jackson Drake, you were like the Young Prodigies?
Yeah, the wrestling prodigies.
Yeah, what is that like coming up with him? Like two guys that are like actually like prodigies, like having somebody to like grow with it's like at your level.
It was a good experience. You know what I'm saying? That's like my brother for real.
Yeah.
You know, like once we met each other, we just automatically started kicking it off. You know, we always had the same energy, no matter where we went.
Yeah.
I think at the time, that's how people really start noticing us. You know what I'm saying? And it's really because of Firestar, because nobody at the time was, training two little kids that was still in middle school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what really put Firestar and what really put me and Jack on the map, because we was already doing something different that North Carolina wasn't doing at the time.
Yeah.
So it was really a blessing. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it was something that that needed to happen. Because most of the stuff that I have learned was because of Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like he really put me on to striking. Most of the flips I do is because of Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like he really taught me how to do the stuff that I can do. And of course Cozy did too. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to Cozy, but you can't. It's different when a grown man is telling you, hey, this is what you need to do, and then somebody that's your age, you know what I'm saying, is telling you what you need to do. And it comes out better that way. You know what I'm saying? You'll have a better connection like that. You feel me? So
it's not your dad telling you, it's your brother.
Exactly.
That's good. That's really good. Did you, I guess both of y'all, was there any pushback from, I guess, guys in the business who have been in the business for a bit that like y'all in comparison are just kids with them? Like, was anyone kind of iffy on working with y'all, or did they think you're just not old enough? Like, was there any pushback that way?
There was a couple that was well, I don't think nobody really, told us personally to our face that we was too young to work with, or they wasn't working with us. But there was a couple wrestlers that was like, nah, like I mean, they're wrestling. I'll give some doubt when I walk in. You know what I'm saying? But like it wasn't, there was it wasn't really good energy because they wasn't really fucking with us for real until they saw us wrestle. Then when they saw us wrestle, they was like, all right.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got a little respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Because it was really just our grind. You know what I'm saying? And we go against grown men, and the grown man has full ability to fuck us up for real. You know what I'm saying? And every time that we took that ass whooping, what did we do? We got back up, shook their hands, appreciate you. And I think that's what really gained respect for the people that didn't even like us for real.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
When you started, you kind of have like a blended style of like striking and like flips and all that kind of stuff. Was that what you wanted to kind of do all along, or what was your like? Who did you want to be when you first started?
Jeff Hardy.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I wanted to be like Jeff Hardy so bad, bro. I like, I was making socks, or I had socks, and cutting the socks and making it to my armbands. I was buying face paint, painting my face in the bathroom, getting in trouble for it.
Yeah.
I had it, like, that was my main goal. Like, I had to be Jeff Hardy. And yeah, man. I think it was really just like I really wanted to be a flipper. Like I had to. I feel like at the time that's what everybody was getting entertained by. And then I think I think it was Jack. It was either Jack or yeah, it was Jack. It was Jack. He told me, he was like, bro, because at the time I was trash, bro. I'm talking about when I started, I was dookie, bro. Like I was so trash. And because I was trying to be somebody that I wasn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, Jack was like, hey bro, just be yourself. Like you don't gotta do flips to have the crowd entertained. And so once I learned that, and once I start, you know, really graduating into being myself, you know, that's when, you know, I start, all right, you know, I like to fight. So let me start putting strikes in it. Boom, 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 you know what I'm saying? And then that's when, you know, I start jumping as high as I can. So, you know, now let me start being a little high flyer now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, I when I first started, I had to be a flipper. Like that was my main goal.
And did you have like a certain character that when you debuted as? I know that Manny said that Kozone kind of gave him his first name. Is that the same with you, or did you get to like have some input in that?
Nah, so my first name was Malachi Kid. And I didn't even like check with Cozy or anything. I just walked up to him like, hey, my name's Malachi Kid.
Okay.
He was like, all right. But that changed into me debuting as JayMalachi. And then no, actually, I think I was Malachi Kid when I debuted. Because I got this opportunity with Art Anderson. And I debuted as Malachi Kid, I believe. And then Cozy was like, hey, I have this gimmick for you that's gonna work with you, and you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be straight. I was like, all right. So that led Malachi Kid led into me being Kid Black America. And then once I was Kid Black America for a couple years, I turned into JayMalachi.
What is the character of Kid Black America?
All right, so Kid Black America was he was the son of Captain Black America, which was just a ignorant dad that thinks he's the best dad ever. And then he had a son that was basically backing up everything his dad said. Of course, you know, we was heels, we was bad guys, just getting on people's nerves. And, you know, thinking, you know, we're the best, and we really wasn't.
So you were working with somebody that was Captain Black America?
Yeah.
Who was that?
Can't say names. I don't know if he gonna bring back Captain Black America, but he's well known. He's well known.
Is it under a mask?
Yeah.
Were
He's
you
under
a
mask.
too? Okay. That's cool.
That's
that is
yeah.
cool. Like the father son kind of out there.
Yeah.
And then you switched to JayMalachi. Was that at a point where you feel like you've been doing it long enough to where now it's time for you to do your own thing?
I felt like at the time it really wasn't on me. It was on Cozy. You know, I felt like he decided when it was the right time.
Okay.
And you know, I think he picked the right time.
That's awesome.
So DPW, once that gets going, how's that come together for you? Are you reaching out just being like, hey, I really want to be part of this? Is it that BoJack connection? Is it like how's that put together?
All right, so when they hit me up, I think they hit me up for their first show. And yeah, they hit me up for their first show, and I think I was already booked for the day. So I was like, I can't make it for this show, but next show, please let me know. And after that, they hit me up and they was like, hey, can we bring you in for this show? And I think somebody couldn't make it. and Bojack put in a word for me. So once they hit me up, I was like, all right, bet. Like, yeah, I'll be there. And when I got there, like, I wasn't even expecting DPW to be what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got there, I walked in, I met Chris Danger, big ass mark, bro. I'm talking about, bro. I walked in, and when I walked in, Chris was coming out the curtain, and I was like, is that Chris Danger, bro? Like, I started marking out. I ain't gonna lie, start marking out. Then I met Yoya, JTG. That's the first time meeting JTG. Marked out for that too. It was really just like a good ass experience. You know what I'm saying? Like it was great. And then the show started. You know, I'm thinking like it's a typical wrestling show. You know what I'm saying? People start walking in and get in the ring. I heard, oh, hey.
Yeah.
Like, yo, what is that? I walk out and just people literally getting in the ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the company for me.
Yeah.
I love it already.
That's like such a thing with DPW that's so different than any other company, and kind of why we can't miss it is this, like, it's almost like the third person in the match is always the fans. Like the fans are they're almost so in on it that they want it to succeed just as much as the wrestlers, and they feel part of it, which is like such a unique thing, unlike at least anything else we've kind of run across in the Carolinas. It's just its own little monster.
Yeah, I feel like that's really a big thing for wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's you gotta make a connection. You know what I'm saying? Like, without a connection with the fans, it's literally just wrestling. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching a movie and the sound is off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not making a connection with the fans, it's gonna be boring. They're not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna go somewhere else. They're gonna watch something else. You know, as long as you make a connection and, you know, have make the fans feel like they're in the match, you know what I'm saying? Or feel like they can relate to the match. You know what I'm saying? Like they're already invested.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So DPW, I'm sure that you've had like other like big opportunities, but like the first thing that pops to mind is your match with Cheeseburger. What is that like for you? Because Cheeseburger is like Ring of Honor, like super good, like respected everywhere, and that they're putting the trust in you to like, hey, go work this guy. What was that like?
It was wild. I think I was always watching Cheeseburger. Once I started training, because you know he was a little guy. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? He's not little no more. You know, he been in the gym for real.
Yeah.
But you know, once I found out I was working him, I think that was my second match at DPW. And like the match got announced. I remember Bojack. I was in school, bro. I was in school, and Bojack blows my phone up. Yo, you got a match announced already. Oh my god. I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? He sent me the picture, and I was like, wow. Like, it's my second match, bro, and I'm already getting, you know, a match with a name in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was really an honor to learn from Cheeseburger. I think that was one of my favorite matches, and one of my favorite moments because I think you probably heard the story if you know, if Deadlock ever told you, but that day I had a track meet, and nobody understood that like I was still in school. Like if you didn't know me, you would probably think like, you know, he's out of school, whatever. I had a track meet. I had to be there at like 8:00. And then I had to be at the show around like 1 or 2. I got there like 3. I walked in. I walked up to Cheeseburger. You know, nice dude, cool. I said what's up to, you know, the boss man. You know, they was cool with it.
Yeah.
Cheeseburger's like, oh no, it wasn't Cheeseburger. It was James. James like, yo, are you good? Like, you know, why you late? Like, yeah, man, I just had a track meet. Huh? He said, what? Yeah, I just had a track meet. I was like, I just got back. And you about to wrestle? Yeah. I'm like, all right, well, kill it. And we had a good ass match. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
It's a really awesome match. So.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Is there any other matches in DPW that you think that's your favorite match? Like that's the one you're most proud of?
Oh man, I have to say my Calvin Tankman match. I have to say my match with Calvin. But when that first got announced, I was like, yo, like, wait, it's Calvin Tankman. Like Calvin's a big ass dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And bro, how they announced the match with the pictures beside each other, I looked at myself, I was like, yo, come on now. Like I look mad small, bro. Like I was like, damn. Yeah, Calvin about to fuck me up. Yeah. But nah, man, that was really my favorite match. I feel like that match really put me on the map, not only at DPW, you know what I'm saying, but like everywhere else, because that match started getting shared, and it was just straight, straight valid. Like everybody was fucking with it, everybody loved it, and
that really is that clash of styles. That's perfect. Like he's so hard and so big, and you're jumping, you're fast, you're striking. Like it was really such a fun just put together match.
Yeah, but that match was so fun. Like like I said, that's another opportunity that that I take for real for granted, because Calvin didn't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? I was just leaving a basketball tournament. I was mad late. You know what I'm saying? He did not have to do that. He could have gave me 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But we had a banger. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate him for doing that.
Yeah. I think Calvin Tankman, I've said it before, is like the hardest hitting wrestler out there. What is it like being on the end of some of those, like, just fucking like forearms? They look like they hurt. Like
I was not. Yeah. He I was there was one part in the match where I'm fighting, and he breaks out, he winds back, and like I feel like I saw it in slow motion.
Yeah.
He winds back, gives me a big ass forearm. Boom. I took it, I dropped, like I was gone. I was gone. And I just remember like boom, I hit my head, and I was just looking at it still, and I was like, all right, do I want to do this for real? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to keep on going?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, bro, like once you get hit from Calvin or just anybody in general, it's like, all right, like I gotta get his ass back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got you. I gotta get his ass back.
Yeah, he's crazy, and like I don't know if a lot of people expect him when he first walks out, but he's like, I would rather like probably get like run over by a car than like get hit by him. So you had your match with Calvin Tankman. DPW, you've had tons of like your match with Bojack, where he just like beat the shit out of you and you kept coming back, was awesome. And then just recently you had a match with Chris Bey. What was that like?
Bro, that was just bro, like every time I think about it, it's I don't know, I'm just grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like just to have the connections I have, Chris is like one of the people I've been watching since, FSW. You know what I'm saying? And just having an opportunity like that, and I don't know, bro. Like it was something that I wasn't expecting, and once I got the opportunity, like bro, I was like, yeah, I got to run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially with him having so much history, bro, like under his belt, and being part of the Bullet Club, bro, like bro, that shit was such a blessing, bro. Like I'm always grateful for that, bro, for real.
Yeah, he seems like one of like the more accessible guys. Like he seems like he's there to be a mentor, and also like one of the funnier guys. I don't know if you've seen him like on TikTok and stuff, but he's always
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah.
He's one of those dudes that I don't think gets enough credit for. He's been around for a bit because people react like it's only in the last 2 years. It's only since Impact. No, he's been blowing it up and being like, I think like his stuff is so clean and so like he's just so smooth with everything that like.
Yeah.
And nowadays you add Impact on there. You add some New Japan stuff. You add Bullet Club in there. It's like this guy he's not a secret anymore.
Not at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah. Now I remember hearing him getting signed to Impact, and I was like, bro, like I started going crazy. I'm like, yo, bro, Chris just got signed. I remember I was at Firestar just saying it, and everybody was like, yeah, Chris got signed. But like I took that differently, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been wrestling for a minute, you know, and he finally got the opportunity, finally got that time, and once he took it, I was like, yeah, bro, like that's amazing, bro. Like, yeah.
So full circle having to wrestle him. That's probably like one of the huge moments. And you've like, how old are you now? Like 18, 19?
Yeah, I'm 18.
Okay, so you're 18 years old. You've been wrestling for 4 years.
Yeah.
You've had matches
5.
with 5. Yeah, you've had matches with like Cheeseburger, Chris Bey, Calvin Tankman, and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk us through that, because that's
I just want to say the drop kick you hit on Singh was like that was the most impressive thing I've ever seen, because you just kept on going up, and I'm like, okay, yes, get him.
Yeah, man. Nah, that was crazy. Once they announced the match, saying that we was gonna go against Jeff Jarrett. I'm sorry, Jeff Jarrett. Jay Lethal, and seeing, I was like, yeah, it's about to go crazy. It's about to go crazy. Because when they walked in, it was me, Jack, Oliver Sawyer, Alexander Moss, like in a circle.
Yeah.
And Steen comes walking in. I'm like, yeah, he's tall in person.
Yeah.
Moss says, hey, bro, you think we can drop kick him? And I'm like, oh, I know I can drop kick him. I know I can. And somebody behind us was like, nah, no. I like the confidence, but I don't think that's happening. They said that, I was like, say less. That's all I need to hear. So once I got the cue to, drop kick on, I was like, all right, yeah, bro. Like, you don't gotta tell me. Like, I didn't even have to say I wanted to drop kick on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I was like, oh yeah, say less.
Yeah.
And I remember being in the ring, and he got tagged. He went over the top rope, and I was like, damn, he's tall. I was like, damn. Because, bro, like, it's different because, he was wearing boots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it was way different. He gets over the top. I look up. I'm like, all right. Bet. He throws a line. I duck. When I tell you, I jumped as high as I could, bro. Like, I think he wasn't expecting me to hit his chin. But I knew I was going to hit his chin. Like, I knew I was going to hit his chin.
For him.
I'm sure it is, yeah.
For real. He ain't never got drop kicked in the chin before.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I was going to do it. And once I did it, like, I posted it, and everybody's like, yeah, you're wild, bro. Your hops is crazy.
Was there any reaction going to the back after the match? After that?
Yeah, we went to the back, and Jeff Jarrett comes back, and he's like, oh, another thing about Jeff, bro, like, he is such a GOAT, bro. Like,
I love hearing that.
Bro, they told us they needed a match to go up instantly, bro, because somebody wasn't there. And Jeff was like, Jeff literally just walked in. He's like, oh, y'all need a match? All right. Goes and puts his gear on. I'm telling you, bro, like, I feel like he had the gear on under his street clothes. He had to, because
Like
I ain't never
Superman.
seen somebody get dressed that quick, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real. And he came back, and he called it or whatever. And then Ari was like, "Hey, y'all ready?" Jeff's like, "Give me 10 minutes. Got stretch." He, he stretched for 10 minutes and walked out there like nothing just happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's really likes that. He's really the go. It's all respect for Jeff, man.
Yeah.
And after the match, he walked back. He was like, "Hey, these kids know. They know. They know what to do." Like literally
Yeah.
yelled that in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? And so for everybody to be back there, and hear it, and I feel like I was appreciative. You know what I'm saying? Especially to hear that and be beside my boys. You know what I'm saying? Like for him to talk about all three of us like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that was really a blessing, man. That was really a
That's
blessing.
awesome. That's really so great to hear, because like I feel like Jarrett doesn't get enough credit for
For real.
he's the freaking man, and like I love that he is consistently being able to even now that he's older, he's still doing it at such a high level.
Yeah.
And we've heard people who have worked with him, we've heard nothing but great things about him, and like that's such a testament to, I guess, who he is in the business.
Yeah.
And that's so great to hear, dude.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. It was a blessing. I wouldn't. I like younger me, bro. Like I wouldn't have expected. Well, even currently, bro. Like
Yeah.
I can't. I would have expected going against Jeff Jarrett, bro. Like
Yeah.
at all,
Yes.
at all, bro. At all.
Listen. And yeah, you're so young, and like Jeff Jarrett, you wrestle him, and then like a month or two later, you're in LA, WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah.
What is that like? The first wrestle, is that that's the first one that you've worked, right? Or
Yeah, that was the first one I worked.
so what? Because it seems like it's like they talk like at the Olympics, they have the Olympic Village, or like all there. It seems like the town would just be wrestlers, and like everybody be having like the time of their life. So what is it like being in WrestleMania, and what is it like working on the West Coast?
Bro, it was amazing. It was a different experience for real. On the West Coast, it's funny, man. Like, one of my nicknames is the Tupac of his generation. So if you know music, you know what I'm saying. Tupac is from Cali,
California.
Yeah, and so I remember walking out, and the announcer was like, "He's the young OG." And when he said the Tupac of his generation, like I wasn't even thinking about it at first until he said the Tupac, and I was like, "I'm in Cali."
Yeah,
bro.
You gotta look up
He
to
said,
that.
For real, bro. He said that everybody was on my ass, bro. Like they was going crazy, and I'm glad I was a heel, because what I'm saying. I was chatting, I was chatting. You know what I'm saying? But but I realized I was like, yeah, I must definitely got back this up. But nah, bro, it was such a good experience, man, and like even being able to go to different shows and like going in the back and just talking to vets, you know what I'm saying, the more experienced people, you know what I'm saying, and having people walk up to me and know me on the East Coast. I mean on the West Coast, and I've never been on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? Like,
awesome.
For that to happen is like, I know I'm doing something right. You feel me?
Yeah, and you were on the GC the collective show, right?
Yes, sir. For the culture.
What is it like working one of those shows? It was like a stacked match too. You had Suge on your team, and who else was?
It was AC Mac, Suge, who else? JC Storm, me. It was somebody else. I can't remember his name. All respect to him. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name, bro. All respect to you though. But man, that was amazing. Like that was my second time working a GCW show. And the atmosphere was wicked, bro. It was wild. And especially for the culture show, you know what I'm saying. I feel like I take that differently. You know what I'm saying?
Sure,
especially the whole shows with African Americans on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's it. I feel like it takes me to another level, because once you have a show with just African Americans on it,
Yeah,
it's something different. You know what I'm saying? It
100%.
showcases, yourself and your culture. You know what I'm saying? And it
Yeah,
also takes you to a different level. And I think that's what it did for me because I knew
yeah,
like there's gonna be odds on this show.
yeah,
And there was most definitely odds there. And I just knew I was like, yeah, like there's I know all these people are coming for a top spot. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? And I want to be known for one of those people.
What's it like? Because like pretty much everybody in wrestling is there that weekend. That they chose you to be on that card. That's gotta feel pretty good. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, I was honored. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, bro, there's so many black people there
yeah,
that could have been on that show. You
mm,
know what I'm saying? And hell, bro, Cheeseburger was there, bro.
yeah,
Like he was there, bro. He could have been on that show.
yeah,
But they picked me, bro, and I felt honored, bro. I was blessed. I was blessed
yeah,
most definitely.
That is such a testament to how hard you are working. So
Yeah.
like, please make sure you take a moment to like value that. Like
Yeah.
that's a testament to you, dude.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Problem. Did you get to catch any of WrestleMania at all?
Yeah, I was there for the second day.
Awesome. What's that
Right.
like? Do you still watch wrestling? I know
Yeah.
some people like watch it differently, like more studying, but do you watch it like on a weekly basis or how is that relationship for you?
I try to. If I miss it, I'll just
Yeah.
run it back. But yeah, I still watch wrestling as a fan,
Yeah.
and then break it down as a wrestler.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah.
How is the finish to the main event? Like, how is it like being there? I've seen videos of
Oh
people
man.
through the seat and like getting so angry and
No, I loved it. I'm a big Roman fan, especially now. He's one of the biggest heels, and I'm awful heels. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I love heels. Uh, but yeah, I think it was valid. I think it was valid. I wasn't really, honestly. I knew Cody wasn't gonna win. I knew Cody wasn't gonna win. But when the Usos got involved, and then Kevin and Sammy came out,
yeah,
and then they I think Kevin he stunned Roman into the corner.
yeah,
Sammy came with the huluva. I was like, bro, I started getting nervous.
yeah,
I started getting worried. I was like,
Almost
oh
too
nah.
perfect.
yeah,
Yeah, but it was done so perfectly, bro. So perfectly.
yeah.
I felt like the finish was amazing though. You know what I'm saying? Because like,
Oh, for sure.
Solo came out of nowhere.
I think like for me, what was such a testament to that main event is I was genuinely upset after. I'm like, they got me.
Yo, bro, it was so many people mad. So many people mad. Like, you had half the crowd cheering, putting their ones up.
Yeah,
Other crowd, bro, just throwing stuff. Pass. Who's gonna beat Roman? Who's gonna beat Roman? Like, bro, bro. It was literally a split crowd, bro. Like, I've
oh,
never
for
seen
sure.
anything like that.
You also had the pleasure of seeing Snoop Dogg's first ever match.
Yes, sir, man. I literally walked in. When I walked in, he punched the Miz, and I was like, "Oh, hold on,
Yeah,
what am I missing?" Like, I just heard Shane's music.
yeah, that was weird. I mean, I guess like father like son just coming in at the first thing and
Literally,
What?
yeah,
very quiet, bro. You're done for.
that's
Like,
awesome.
how?
Yeah. So you're 18. You've already done so much. You have so much experience. What's next for JayMalachi?
Hopefully, get signed, man. That's the goal, bro. Get signed. Recently, I've made a connection with with the scout. So
Awesome.
hopefully that goes right. But man, that's the main goal right now, bro. Yeah, signed. You know what I'm saying? And most definitely at a young age, I feel like that that's making history. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But and that's what I'm down for. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to make history.
What I want to see more than anything else is you in the X division. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, I would honestly, I would love any opportunity for real that I get.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I would take it for granted. I would yeah.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. That's really,
Nah, but I feel like honestly, man, it's like, I feel like getting signed is, such a big thing, and of course everybody wants to get signed. But I just think personally, it's just something different, bro. Like once you make history, I feel like you can, make a legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do. That's what I want to do for sure. But that X division, most definitely got to, bro. Like I gotta have a little piece of something. You know what I'm saying? And bro, it's crazy. Like people, like Ring of Honor, they'll make a post on Twitter saying, "Hey, who do y'all want to see on Ring of Honor this week?" And like every time they make a post, somebody saying JayMalachi, and I'm like, yeah, come on, bro. I'm waiting. Man. I'm right here.
And there's enough of those North Carolina guys on those shows that's just like the connection's there, Tony.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. We're so underrated, man. North Carolina is underrated in general.
For sure. There's so many good guys, and we'll ask you about some of those guys in a few minutes. But who are a few guys like this year that you want on your list? If you're making a Cody Rhodes list, who are some of those guys?
Ah, man. This year.
Or forever.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, all right. I'll start with this year. I gotta have a match with Nick Wayne.
Oh yeah,
gotta have a match with Nick Wayne.
So good.
That's the birdie for got to. Nick Wayne, Leo Rush. I'm trying to think. Let's see, Leo Rush. Swerve. Cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of goes under forever, but in general, got to.
He is underrated. Just how good.
Bro.
Like some of the stuff that he does, it's just like, how the fuck did that happen?
He does it at such a high level, and I feel like people sleep on it a little bit. Like,
he's got a little bit in AEW, but like I don't think the world knows how good he is.
Yeah, he's so underrated, man. He's so underrated. Yeah. Oh, and JCG for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So that'd be a good match too. But forever, man. Oh, I gotta have a match with Will Ospreay. Got to. That's my dream.
You can jump higher.
You know what I'm saying? That's my dream match, bro.
That's awesome.
That's my dream match. Oh, also Kevin Knight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kevin Knight. That's the Brody. We talking about hops, like.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the only dudes that can maybe out jump me. Maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah.
That's a bro and all, but. Yeah.
Well, I'm putting it out in the universe. DPW's booked him. They booked you. Next time we're gonna. Let's do it in Japan.
Hey, shit, might as well, bro.
Yeah.
Might as well, I get my passport soon. So.
Yeah.
Kevin, you already know. You know what's going on, my boy.
Yeah. You could say no if you're not able to, but are you going to be on that Japan show? Which one? Are there multiple ones? I don't know. All right. Well, you heard it here first. That's awesome, dude.
So, what is that JayMalachi cheat meal looking like?
Bro, I'm dead ass. Hold on. I'm eating a honey bun right now. I love that. I was eating before I turned the camera on, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. One of my main goals is to get bigger. So, recently I got this food prep, meal prep restaurant like around the corner from my crib.
Yeah.
So I go over there, give me like 5 things probably during the week that I'll eat every day. And then the weekend I'll order something, probably like some pizza or something like that.
Yeah.
Or just, wherever I'm at wrestling wise, like I'll just get that, turn up from there and then redo it.
Have you you traveled a little bit? What are some of the delicacies? I would say, like, you go to like the South, you got like Buc-ee's. What are some of your favorite places you've had the opportunity to try it thanks to wrestling?
Buc-ee's. Yeah. Bucky's is hard, bro. Like their food is valid. Their food is valid.
Yeah.
Trying to see Bucky's. There was a restaurant I went to in Cali. They had like chicken and waffles, but I'm not even a chicken and waffles guy for real.
Yeah.
But we went over there and we ate it, bro. That was the best thing I probably ever had.
I bet. Yeah.
Like it was wicked.
Did you get a chance to try In-N-Out while you were there?
Yeah.
Your first time in California?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had In-N-Outs.
Yeah.
People compare it to Cookout, and they're different, but it's definitely some good shit.
Now, I think the first thing that I did try, me and Kevin, we went to Cane's.
Oh yeah.
Went to Cane's was bomb, bro.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
It's killer, dude. That's so. I'm from Louisiana, and that's a big thing in Louisiana. That I think there might be one in Greenville.
Yeah.
North Carolina. But like every time I go home, first thing I do is go to Cane's, dude.
Yeah.
Bro, Cane's got to.
Yeah. They're putting, I don't know like where you're located, but they're putting one in Chapel Hill soon.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I might have to take that hour drive.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. And we always like to close kind of like with the same question, but who are some guys in North Carolina or anywhere, honestly, that you think more people should know about? I think you might also have the record for being the most quoted person when we asked that question. So congratulations.
Yes, sir. Got to, man. Now, let me see. LeBron Cozy, underrated. Yeah. Gotta learn more about Cozy. Jackson Drake, Oliver Sawyer, Grant Watts. Trying to think. You know, I'm gonna say Manny SoFly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's my brody. I told him I wasn't gonna do it because he didn't mention my name, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. That's my way. So Manny SoFly, Diego Hill. I'm trying to think. What else? Lucky Ali for sure.
Yeah.
Lucky Ali. Bojack. Let's see. I honestly, I would say Kid Bandit, and not only because they're well known, but like they work hard as hell.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they really work hard as hell. So
yeah, I think they had 11 matches over WrestleMania weekend.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm really trying to get on that status.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid Bandit. Who else? I already said Diego Hill. Azrael Kaim. He's dope. He's kind of taking a break right now, but he's so creative. And JayMalachi.
Yeah. Awesome.
You feel me?
That's a great answer.
Awesome. Well, we really appreciate it. This has been a blast. Time has been flying. We'll definitely have to have you back on when you get that I mean, probably before, but hopefully sooner than later we got that TV contract and we'll be calling you back up. It's like, hey, remember when?
Bro, you already know, man. You already know, man. I love this, bro. Like I watched damn near all the episodes, bro. All right, just listen, bro.
Awesome,
yeah, man, I'm a big fan.
Awesome. That's great to hear. We hope you have a good rest of your week, and we'll be watching out for you. You're gonna be doing big things, and definitely if you don't know who JayMalachi is, you're gonna learn whether you want to or not. He's about to take over.
So big facts.
Awesome, man. Well, I hope you have a good night.
All right, man. Y'all too.